What's up, everyone? I'm Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Flowers. For those that don't know, or your first time joining in, this is my show where I give nostalgic albums their flowers. Now, today, I'm going to be talking about OutKast, Stankonia, because it's the motherfucking 20-year anniversary. Uh, and I just wanted to go back and give this album its flowers. It's like I think Stankonia gets its flowers for the most part, but OutKast has so many fucking classic albums and moments that I think it could get lost in the shuffle sometimes. Personally, my favorite OutKast album is Aquemini. I think that's just like their pinnacle. I think that's where they like. I think that album, to sum it up, was their best together album, if that makes sense. All right, let's get into this. So, Stankonia is the follow up to Aquemini, which is like a fucking classic. And it's a just at this point to like this is their fourth album. Like the Stankonia is their fourth album, and those guys are still fucking like cranking out like great music. It's fucking unheard of how they probably have five classic albums back to back to back to back to back. Unfucking heard of, man. And this is shit I be getting mad about when if you haven't already, check out my Rolling Stones video where I talk about Rolling Stones' new 500 list and how they don't include any hip hop artists like that. But this type of album like this and a group like OutKast shows how like great hip hop is, like, and how eclectic hip hop is, and how it's just broader than what you may think. And it's a line on here that I wrote down for one of my favorite lines that we'll get to that sums that all up. Going back to listen to it and with my brain now, I was like, oh shit, 23 songs, here we go. Like, let me put on my seatbelt type shit. But then as going through, I was like, I remember this song. I remember this. I remember. Oh shit, I forgot how dope this song was. Oh shit, that fucking skit was amazing. Just things of that nature. It kind of so it made me think like if the album is really great, I could bear the long albums. The intro where it just set up was like, we're bouncing, bounce, bounce, baby, bounce, and like they do the break, and Big Boy like, I hear all these niggas talk about bouncing, and we right here in Bankhead, blah blah blah, and I think that was a shot at Jay-Z because that nigga just kept dropping songs talking about bouncing. Like, like around that time, like up north niggas talking about bouncing. It's like, nigga, y'all don't know. First of all, y'all fucking shitted on us at the Source Awards. Now y'all still in that whole shit. Okay. And then I have Gasoline Dreams. Like, this Andre on this album is like, if I'm wrong about this, I I don't care. But I think this is the Andre that we know now. Like, it's the singing. He starts singing on this album. Yeah, he dressed weird on Aquemini and ATLians, but man, he went all out weird with this one. Like the outfits and the hair and the singing. Like Stank Love, the outro, he's singing. Which you can hear like, oh, I can see this song going into the creation of Love Below. You see glimpses of that. You just see it. Total Tisha. That reminds me of what's the song on Love Below? About the single mothers. I'm pissed at myself. I don't remember. But it's a song. Total Tisha reminds me of that in a way. Uh Slum Beautiful is another one that reminds me of that could have been on Love Below. With this album though, you could tell, although I say it's the last OutKast together album, it seems, because Speaker Box and Love Below is like obviously two solo albums put together, and Idlewild. Eh. Uh, you could tell they were growing apart, and I read some articles that suggested that like Andre was going in a completely different direction than Big Boy was going creatively. Like Big Boy's style is like so fresh and so clean. Like that's why you see Big Boy with two verses, and Andre comes with the last verse, uh, and the bridge at the end. And also, this is the first album they primarily produced. As I had it written on here. I think it's Earth Tone 3. That was their like producer collective name of Andre and Big Boy, and uh, Organized Noise only did about 3 songs on the whole album, which is nuts. Like, because they produced all the OutKast albums up to this point. They won Grammy Rap Album of the Year. They were nominated for Album of the Year, but lost to like a soundtrack, which is Just stupid. The fucking skits, bro. Like, bitch, dealt that blow. And then they go into so fresh and so clean. And like, I remember Miss Jackson coming out and being 10 years old and being in the fifth grade. And like, that song was everything. Like, you couldn't really go anywhere without him, Miss Jackson. Like, that was probably like their biggest single to that point before Hey Ya and The Way You Move. But Miss Jackson was fucking huge, bro. Like even now, I see little fucking like my friends that send me like Kids Bop version of this little white boy singing Miss Jackson, and it's just fucking nuts. Like it's nuts. We get the intro to fucking Killer Mike. We didn't hear Killer Mike until this album, which is crazy. Like that's one of the things that kind of weighs me down with the OutKast album sometimes. Even though I'm saying this, but it takes nothing away from the album. Is like the heavy features. Like they'll have a whole lot of features throughout their album, and I'm just like, I just want to hear Andre and Big Boy sometimes. But Killer Mike showed up on there going back and forth with Big Boy. It's fucking it's fucking nuts. Do I have the line? Big Boy said some shit on there like even loving lavish ladies leaving landmarks, a lemon lime lip gloss on my lavender the pale. Leaping lizards keep me slizzard, my mind's expanding. What the fuck? That was gonna be one of my favorite lines, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just leave that one off and just talk about it here. Uh, Bombs Over Baghdad's another one. I remember hearing Bombs Over Baghdad, and to this day, that's one of the coldest fucking songs I ever heard in my fucking life. It's undescribable. Like if somebody said describe Bombs Over Baghdad to me, you wouldn't even know what to say. Like, it's just fucking great, man. That's what Jesus Christ with lyrics and the beat. Like that beat is insane. Like, and that's another thing about this OutKast album. It's a lot of up tempo stuff compared to the previous albums where it's more lean back, it's more southern drawl, it's a little bit cooler in that way, in an aspect. But this one, it's a lot of upbeat tracks on here. Humble as a Mumble is one of my favorite songs. Uh, Red Velvet's on here. Gangsta shit is so dope. This album is just so fucking dope. Going back and listen to it. Was the question mark song on the original pressing of this album? If anybody knows, please comment in the comment section. I think it's one of those things. What do you call it? Like the hypnotic thing. What do you call it? It's like the Mandela effect. Like I swear that song was not on that album. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I swear that shit just started popping up in the streaming era. like, and that song is fucking amazing. And this album has it's probably the most OutKast album with the most quotables. Like the coolest motherfuckers on the planet type shit, or forever, ever, ever, ever. Like that shit's here forever. like, yeah, that's how big Miss Jackson was. Forever, ever is here forever. Yeah, I think this album fucking holds up to like one of the best OutKast albums. It's not the best OutKast album, but you can't. I wouldn't be mad if someone says "Stankonia" is my favorite OutKast album. Like it's so many sounds. Like it's so. And it's just so fucking great. Like Slump Beautiful, Stank on you. I call before I come. It's just so many great records on here. Like, yeah, this is and you could tell that they took their time with it, which probably accredited to them owning their own studio at the time and having buying Stank on your studios or creating Stank on your studios and just having the time to just craft what their next sound was gonna be and just on our fourth album, they really probably didn't have record label restraints that much. I'm pretty sure they had some backlash or something, but at that point, it's like, bro, we're proven. We gave you three of them things. This is our fourth album with OutKast. Let us do what the fuck we gonna do. And they did it with this album. So if anyone hasn't listened to Stank on You, you should go listen to it. Yeah, man, this fucking album is just dope. I really can't say anything else about it. I just can't stop looking at the track list and like it. How did they do this? Like fourth album is nuts. I'm gonna keep saying that to be the fourth album and make this, and then the fifth album is Speaker Box Love Below. Give them boys their flowers, man. Give them their fucking flowers. All right, let me get into best songs. Uh, So Fresh So Clean, Red Velvet, Humble as a Mumble, and B.o.b. See, I didn't give you a lot that time. Worst songs, just because I have to pick one. Um, Jesus Christ. I'll call before I come. Sorry. I feel like I just like turned on one of my kids. That was just I just felt bad. Favorite line. I got two since it's OutKast. One from Big Boy. One for Andre. I got Andre on Humble as a Mumble. When he said, "I met a critic. I made her shit a draw. She said she thought hip hop was only guns and alcohol." He said, "Oh hell nah. But yeah, there's that too. You can't discriminate because you done read a book or two." Sums up everything. Big Boy on what was it? Was it Red Velvet? He said prioritize and live through. Tell these other niggas how you bought your kids some tennis shoes. Let these brothers know that your mama, she got a house too. Let these niggas know that your sister wouldn't have finished college without you. I doubt you. Do that though. So do this here. Keep that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the whole thing. But yeah. Big Boy is always great for those like those street lines. Like Spodio the Dobelicious, he'll say some shit like that. Can gamble feeding that baby off that dough money might always be sufficient. So he always gave those lines. Like instead of what did he say? He told niggas to get a laptop on Equimini. Like instead of you beeping, nigga, you should be getting a laptop, starting a business like on Equimini. So Big Boy's always good for the lines like that. How many flowers am I giving Stankonia? I'm giving that motherfucker as many flowers as the fucking flower lady can bring. So 5 out of 5 flowers. This album is just nuts. It dropped on the same day as Jay-Z the Dynasty album. If you haven't, go check out my Flowers episode on that one as well. But yeah, and both of those albums sold fucking over 500,000 records in the first week. That's nuts. It's nuts. Like that shit will never happen again. But yeah, if you haven't already, go check out Stankonia. It's fucking great. Um, it's the most eclectic OutKast album to me that they're together. Like, cause after this, after this, there is Speaker Box Love Below, and like those are like two different albums, and you really don't see OutKast as OutKast anymore. This is the last hoorah to me. To me, uh, and it holds up. 20 years later, this shit still holds up, and you can't play me a song better than Bombs Over Baghdad. If you play me a song and I play Bombs Over Baghdad after that, you're done. So like, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. We're dropping content every week. And comment. What's your favorite OutKast album? Is it high or low? Like, let me know. What's your favorite songs off of it? Let me know. So flowers for OutKast, Stankonia. 20 years later, it's just really nothing. I just love this hip hop shit. It's just really nothing. This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, this is the album you play for people when they fucking bash hip hop and tell you that they think they know. They think they know. But anyways, I'm Tatum. This is Flowers. Peace.